Hi, my name is Morgan, and I will be discussing the discussion post for this week. It was mainly on public speaking and our thoughts on public speaking were and our experiences. I think public speaking is a great skill to have. I think it's very important that you gain it over time. I think it's hard thing to learn, but I think once you do it a lot, you definitely get better at it. I think it's a good skill to have because you have to do it in school, obviously, and you want to get a good grade, but after school and work, like, you want to be able to confidently share your ideas to peers, and you might have to be presenting in front of them. Even if it's not a big group, you still have to present your ideas to someone, and public speaking is a good skill to have when doing that, so you can communicate those ideas more thoroughly and, like, understanding, if that makes sense. And I think some of those skills of a good public speaker are like eye contact, a steady voice, like not shouting but not like whispering, and like not rushing through your speech. Make sure you don't go too slow though, but you don't want to like run through it all, and being clear and like organized and confident. Even if you're not, you just have to try to like present yourself as more confident. You don't want to be like shy or intimidated. My public speaking experiences have been pretty mixed, I would say. I don't like it was saying, do you have a positive or negative look on it? I don't think I have really either. Like, I've had some pretty bad speeches, but I've also had some good speeches where I felt more confident. And I really think it's just situational. Who's maybe in a class? Who am I speaking to? What am I speaking on? It really just depends. What makes me most nervous when preparing a speech? I feel like what makes me most nervous is who I'm presenting in front of and what I'm talking about and how prepared I am. I feel like those three things. And like, obviously prepare yourself, but say like you couldn't really run through it as much as you wanted to, like, then I would obviously be a little bit more nervous. Or if I'm presenting in someone I wouldn't want to present in front of, or just like a big group of people rather than a smaller group, like those things would make me more nervous personally. And I wouldn't say I have a fear of submitting this video. I feel like it's not something I'd want everyone watching. I just try not to think about it though. But presenting in front of someone, I think doing it live is more so my fear, just because like I wouldn't want to mess up. That's definitely a big thing for me. And how do I like handle that anxiety? I feel like I just really practice. I like practice the speech. If I'm really nervous, I'll just keep practicing. It definitely gets repetitive, but I think it really helps you just become more prepared and feel better about yourself and like what you're about to do. And have you ever outlined a speech? And what do you know about outlining? Yes, I have outlined a speech. I've taken a few speech classes previously, but nothing like crazy. Like, I know that you have to, for an outline, you want to have your introduction, your body, paragraphs, like your subtopics, or just topics in general after your introduction, and then subtopics after those topics, just to like add on, and sometimes throw in a few examples. And then you obviously want a conclusion and mainly like a hook in the intro. So, like, that's kind of what I know about an outline. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening.